All right. So hello once again, everybody. It's a pleasure to meet you all. My name is Omar David Parra Peña. I'm going to be your second English teacher for these classes. A little bit about myself. I hold a BA in teaching English as a foreign language, which in Spanish would be licenciado en inglés como lengua extranjera. I'm also a master's degree student and researcher. So my master's focuses on the pedagogical mediation of English learning and teaching as a foreign language. I'm on the second semester currently. I hold a C1 level according to the Common European Framework of Reference. That's an advanced level for speakers of English as a foreign language and also for native speakers of English. I've been working as an English teacher for about 10 years. Started very young when I was 19 and recently turned 29. And I've been working for a West Language Institute for 7 years and a half, started back in July 18th, 2015. I still remember the date as if it were yesterday. So again, it's a pleasure to meet you all. I have experience both in face-to-face environments and in online environments such as this one. I have had the opportunity to work in different institutions and with different programs. The last special project I worked for was Misión TIC 2022. I'm also going to be part of this new project in bilingual projects for you, my dear students. So I'm really happy to be here with you. And you're very welcome to these classes. The idea is that we can learn a lot from each other and that we can make the most of this opportunity that you have earned yourselves, okay? Because this is possible because you made it possible, all right? So you earned this place here. So I want to, first of all, congratulate you for having earning this position. And of course, I want to thank you for being here, for being on time, and for attending to these classes. So you already know that we have 2 teachers. We start classes at 6 p.m. from Monday to Friday. We finish at 7:50 p.m. or 10 to 8. And then we take classes again from 8 sharp till 9:50 p.m. All right, so that's going to be our schedule from Monday to Friday, as you already know. We won't have classes on December the 7th, so we won't have classes on December 8th either, because it's a public holiday, because, well, December 7th, we celebrate here in Colombia the Little Candles Night, or Dia de las Velitas, Noche de Velitas, so we won't have classes during those days. This is the first level of various levels we're going to be working on. We have 40 hours of classes distributed in 10 different days. So we're going to be working 4 hours a day, a night in this case. And well, the idea is that we use English in as much as possible to communicate. We have a communicative approach, as Professor Laura told you during her lesson. We're going to have different activities like exams. We're going to have quizzes 1, quizzes 2. We're also going to have a project which is based on speaking. But of course, the other 3 linguistic skills are going to be assessed, and they're fundamental to achieving the purposes of these classes. And this is our book, again, as you already know. I guess you already started the book working on pages 6 and 7, and we are now going to continue with pages 8 and 9, okay? Bien, ahora voy a cambiar a español. Buenas noches, bienvenidas, bienvenidos. Muchas gracias por su puntualidad y asistencia. Es un placer conocerlas y conocerlos. Mi nombre es Omar David Parra Peña. Soy licenciado en inglés como lengua extranjera. Soy estudiante de maestría en mediación pedagógica en el aprendizaje en inglés. Mi nivel actual de inglés, de acuerdo con el marco común europeo de referencia para las lenguas, es C1, que me ubica en el nivel avanzado. Llevo enseñando el idioma aproximadamente 10 años. He tenido la oportunidad de trabajar con distintas poblaciones. Hace 7 años y medio trabajo con la Universidad Industrial de Santander, tanto con el Instituto de Lenguas como con la Escuela de Idiomas en algunos momentos. Recientemente terminamos con el programa Misión TIC 2022. No sé si de pronto lo escucharon. También fui profesor del componente inglés de este proyecto. He sido profesor de ambientes virtuales de aprendizaje, como en este caso, y ambientes presenciales de aprendizaje también. Les comentaba hace un momento que tengo 10 años enseñando el idioma. Sin embargo, mi proceso de aprendizaje y adquisición de lengua extranjera, inglés en este caso, inició formalmente hace más de 15 años. Si tenemos en cuenta pues, los lineamientos del Ministerio de Educación Nacional, puedo decir que mi proceso inició desde que tenía aproximadamente 6 años, 5 años, cuando empecé primero primaria. O sea, llevo aproximadamente 23 años aprendiendo el idioma, 10 años enseñándolo y lo que me falta. ¿Sí? Todos los días pues aprendemos algo nuevo, bien que cuento pues con un nivel avanzado, créanme que todos los días se aprende algo completamente diferente. Y esa es la idea precisamente de este programa de bilingüismo con un componente de inglés para propósitos específicos que se enfoca en call centers. Eso ya pues será hacia el final de nuestro proceso, una vez hayamos completado los niveles y los módulos de inglés general, que para nuestro grupo va desde el A2.1, llegaremos hasta el B2.5 y una vez culminemos esa fase de inglés general, nos vamos a enfocar en un propósito específico que una vez más es la formación para call centers. ¿Listo? Soy el profesor que va a estar acompañándolos en este segundo bloque de clase. La profesora Laura Herida es la profesora que inicia clases con ustedes en el primer bloque de lunes a viernes de 6 a 7:50. Unos 10 minutos para hacer cambio de clases, cambio de aulas, una pausa activa también. Y retomamos de 8 a 9:50 de la noche, lunes a viernes. No tenemos clase el 7 de diciembre porque pues, tenemos la celebración del Día de las Velitas, Noche de Velitas, y también pues el 8 de diciembre no tenemos clase porque es un día festivo. Eso quiere decir que pues, tenemos 2 días ahí de receso, pero nuestro ciclo va desde hoy 28 de noviembre hasta el próximo 13 de diciembre. Creo que ya el sistema de evaluación fue explicado, las distintas actividades que vamos a estar realizando, el enfoque comunicativo, el sistema de evaluación que va desde 0.0 a 5.0 con una nota mínima probatoria de 3.6, las actividades de quizzes, el trabajo autónomo en la plataforma Moodle, el trabajo de los avances del proyecto, el proyecto per se y la presentación. Para este primer ciclo vamos a estar cubriendo las 3 primeras unidades de este libro, que es el New Cutting Edge Pre-Intermediate Third Edition. Ya miramos entonces la portada del libro para que lo identifiquen. Ustedes van a tener acceso a este material. Se les va a compartir un instructivo en un correo electrónico también con un PIN de acceso para que ustedes puedan acceder, valga la redundancia, a este material que vamos a estar utilizando en las clases. Listo, es una herramienta más de clase. También vamos a complementar con muchas otras actividades en línea, pues teniendo en cuenta el ambiente virtual de aprendizaje que estamos empleando para nuestros propósitos del programa de formación bilingüe. ¿Listo? Ya ustedes saben, pues el acceso al sistema académico, el acceso a Moodle, van a estar recibiendo información a través de correo electrónico, que es el canal oficial de comunicaciones. Yo les voy a compartir mi teléfono celular. Esa misma línea tiene cuenta en WhatsApp. Si alguien quiere ser parte del grupo de WhatsApp, solamente debe escribirme, se identifica con nombre y apellido de la siguiente manera, por ejemplo, Omar Parra, bilingüismo, A2. ¿Listo? A2.1. Ya con eso yo los identifico y los puedo agregar a un grupo de WhatsApp, que es un canal de comunicación extraoficial, pero que me gusta dejarlo abierto en el caso de cualquier eventualidad. Sin embargo, hago la salvedad, nuevamente, el canal oficial de comunicaciones es el correo electrónico institucional de la profesora Laura Hereda, del profesor Omar, de las coordinadoras y de la directora también del Instituto de Lenguas Quiz. ¿Listo? Entonces, bienvenidas, bienvenidos una vez más. Es un placer poder acompañarlos en este proceso de aprendizaje que ustedes inician hoy. Nuevos retos, nuevos desafíos, muy seguramente muchas expectativas, también sentimientos encontrados. No se preocupen, es apenas normal, a todos nos pasa. Esto es un proceso, como todo proceso requiere de tiempo, de práctica constante, todos los días. Les decía hace un momento, 23 años aproximadamente aprendiendo el idioma, 10 años enseñándolo, y me falta el resto de la vida para seguir pues enseñándolo y estudiando. Entonces, la autonomía es fundamental también en estos procesos de aprendizaje. Ustedes son los principales actores, ¿cierto? Nosotros cumplimos una función de mediador, de un guía, de un orientador, formador de inglés, instructor de inglés, que vamos a estar acompañando, liderando, guiando, orientando su proceso. Pero es importante que ustedes se adueñen de ese proceso también. ¿Listo? Es un proceso muy chévere, ¿sí? Ustedes saben que hoy en día el dominio de una lengua extranjera, mínimo una, en algunos casos pues ya hasta dos, tres son necesarias, pero partiendo de la lengua franca, que es la lengua universal, el inglés pues es fundamental para casi cualquier propósito de vida. Eh, Muy seguramente ustedes tienen sus expectativas, sus objetivos claros al haber hecho parte del proceso de selección y haber logrado pues esta esta postulación, este nombramiento, esta vacante, esta oportunidad, que la idea pues es aprovecharla al máximo para los propósitos que cada uno a nivel individual tenga, pero también para los objetivos de aprendizaje que tenemos trazados para cada uno de los niveles y al final pues el inglés para propósitos específicos. Tengan la seguridad de que esto les va a servir mucho, como les decía, para cualquier ámbito de la vida. Entonces, de pronto si a veces sentimos algunas emociones no muy positivas durante este proceso, no se preocupen, está bien, eso hace parte del proceso. Es importante darnos la oportunidad de explorarnos y de conocernos, de saber cómo nos estamos sintiendo y cómo podemos canalizar pues todos esos pensamientos, esas emociones de una manera positiva para aportarle pues positivamente a nuestro proceso de construcción colectivo de aprendizaje de inglés como lengua extranjera. ¿Listo? Entonces, pues básicamente esa es la información inicial que quería compartir con ustedes. No quiero ahondar mucho porque ya en el primer bloque de clase eh, sé que estuvieron pues revisando el acceso al sistema académico, a Moodle y los demás aspectos varios pues que ya les estoy mencionando. ¿Listo? Por ahora me gustaría saber si alguien tiene alguna pregunta. Ya vamos a volver a inglés, no se preocupen. ¿Alguien tiene alguna pregunta? Voy a tomar unos pantallazos para el registro de asistencia por hoy, porque pues los grupos todavía no han sido cargados en el sistema al 100%. Sin embargo, pues ya a partir de mañana muy seguramente el registro se hará directamente en el sistema. Recuerden, estamos en una modalidad súper intensiva, ¿sí? 4 horas de clase. Bueno, vamos aquí en figura. 4 horas de clase de lunes a viernes distribuidas en 2 bloques que van desde las 6 hasta las 7:50 y desde las 8 hasta las 9:50. El hecho de que es una modalidad súper intensiva, pues nos invita también a desde casa, cada vez que tengamos la oportunidad, a hacer práctica constante y autónoma para completar nuestro proceso de aprendizaje de inglés como lengua extranjera. Desde estos 10 días de clase que vamos a tener inicialmente, se van a pasar bastante rápido, pero vamos a aprender mucho. El trabajo es fuerte, pero los objetivos de aprendizaje se pueden lograr. ¿Listo? Bien. ¿Alguien tiene alguna pregunta? ¿Qué preguntas tienen? Recuerden, mi micrófono es muy importante. La cámara no es fundamental, a menos que lo indiquemos, por ejemplo, en el caso de exámenes. Pero sí, el micrófono funcional es indispensable porque el enfoque es comunicativo. ¿Ok? Good. Questions? Anybody?
No, thank you.
Okay, good. Thank you very much, Jason, for your confirmation. Remember, active participation in class and communication is something we are going to be paying attention to as part of the evaluation system. Now, let's continue with the book. I am going to be asking you some questions because I want to make sure that we are on the same page. Okay, so let me ask you, have you worked on pages 6 and 7? Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Very much for your confirmation. So we're now going to continue with revision of questions.
I'm sorry, and I think left and 5A.
Sorry?
La 5, creo que faltó, no sé si es una actividad. La 5A. No, 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 no.
Ah, okay.
Llegamos hasta Jay y Tina.
Oh, all right. No, don't worry.
Exacto, faltó la 5A.
Yeah, don't
Creo.
worry. The book is, thank you very much, Julian. The book is one extra tool for the classes, okay? So don't worry if maybe some of the activities are not completed because we have other activities as well, okay? So the book is not only for the classes, but also for you to use it at home. El libro es una herramienta más de clase, ¿listo? A veces no vamos a realizar todas las actividades, a veces no vamos a resolver algunas de las páginas, pues porque el libro pues, es una herramienta más. Sí, tenemos muchas herramientas virtuales también que podemos utilizar y aprovechar al máximo en este ambiente. Sin embargo, si de pronto hay una actividad que no se realiza en clase, ustedes, pues el libro es de ustedes lo pueden realizar de manera autónoma también para complementar su proceso de aprendizaje. Okay, so don't worry if maybe some of the activities have not been completed. You can use the book at home to practice. Good. So in today's lesson, we are going to continue with pages 8 and 9 because you're already working pages 5 and 6. Sorry, 6 and 7 with Professor Laura Herrera. So we're going to continue with the next 2 pages. Okay, give us a second. All right. So first off, we are going to be working on a review of questions. Okay, and I have a Word document for you to better illustrate this, and then we will be working on some online exercises for us to practice. Now, in English, we have 2 types of questions mainly. We have on the one hand, yes, no questions, and on the other hand, W's questions. Now, yes, no questions are called like that because the answer is either yes or no, right? Now, another characteristic or another feature of these yes, no questions is the fact that they start with an auxiliary. So they normally start with an auxiliary. Auxiliaries are different in English. They serve different purposes, mainly regarding the subject or the tense, all right? So for example, am, is, are auxiliaries that we can use for present continuous or, well, the verb to be is a little bit different. Do and does, which are auxiliaries that we can use for simple present tense. Did, which we use for the past simple. Will, which we use for future simple. Have, which we can use for perfect tenses. Has for perfect tenses too. And had in the case of past perfect simple. So all of these are auxiliaries. And as we were discussing before, we start a yes, no question with an auxiliary. So look at this. Are you Colombian would be the first example. Now, a yes, no question can be answered in 2 different ways. So either yes or no. If it's yes, we take the part of the, question to answer the question. So yes, I am, or no, I am not. Now, notice that the comma is important, and you can also go for yes or no, or yes, I am Colombian, or no, I'm not Colombian. Those are just some examples. Now, here is another one. Is she happy today? Is she happy today? So again, we can either go for yes or no. Notice once again that we take part of the question to answer it. Yes, she, the subject, and is, which is the auxiliary. So yes, she is. If it's negative, well, no, she isn't. Do you like burgers would be another possibility. Now this one uses a different auxiliary, which is do for a present simple. So do you like burgers? Again, yes, I do. No, I don't. In this case, because the question is a first person question, yeah, imagine that we're having a conversation, so I can ask you the question. Yeah, do you like burgers? So you would answer in first person. Yes, I do, or no, I don't. So we take part of the question to answer it. Did she go to Calamara's concert, for example? Recently, in October last month, there was a Calamara concert. So this is a valid question. Did she go to Calamara's concert? So yes, she did. No, she didn't. In this case, we used it for a question in past. So we want to know whether something happened in the past or not. So notice how we use the auxiliary and the subject, which are taken from the question to provide the answers. On the other hand, we have W's questions. Now, W's questions start with a W's word. Now, there are different types of different W's words. As you can see, we have what, which is qué or cuál, when, which is cuándo, where, which is dónde, who, which is quién, who's the quién for possession, which it's like cuál, but when we have many options of the same. Yep, imagine that you go shopping for clothes. So you go to, I don't know, you go to Forever 21, for example, and there is a t-shirt that you like, but the same t-shirt comes in different colors. It comes in yellow, it comes in red, and it comes in black. Yeah, so you would ask, hey, which t-shirt do you prefer? The yellow one, the red one, or the black one? Yeah, we have three of the same item, but in different colors. So in this case, we use which. Whom, it's like the old-fashioned version of who, which is pretty much the same thing. How, it's cómo, and why is por qué, right? So we start a W's question with a W's word, as you can see, what, when, who, and whose. Whom, yeah, it's the old version of who, okay? Whom is old-fashioned. I just wanted to include it because sometimes you can see questions with whom, but whom and who are pretty much the same thing, okay? So don't worry about it. Let's just go for a who. So we start a W's question with a W's word, as you can see, what, when, who, and whose, okay? And then after that, we have an auxiliary. Now the answer pretty much depends on the W's word that we're using. For example, what do you do in your free time? So in my free time, I read books, or I read books in my free time, or simply I read books. Gerson, have you got a question?
Yep.
What's your
Could
question?
you give me one example where you use whom?
Okay, yeah, sure. Whom do you love? To whom do you send letters?
Okay, thank you.
Sure thing, my pleasure. To whom do you send letters every month, for example? Good. So what do you do in your free time is an example of a W's question. You can say something like, in my free time, I read books in my free time, or simply I read books, or I play video games in my free time, or I hang out with my friends in my free time, or I go to evening classes in my free time. Yeah, those are some examples. Here is another one. When is your birthday? Okay. When is your birthday? So my birthday is on June 9th, okay? Or my birthday is on the September 22nd, or my birthday is on November the 28th, or my birthday is on October the 30th, or my birthday is on December the 6th, you know? So here we're asking about date. Okay. Now, who? Who are you talking to? I'm talking to my friends. I'm talking to my boss. I'm talking to my brother. I'm talking to my mother. You know. So who asks about the question most of the times? Whose is for precision. Okay. Whose? It belongs to whom? Is it yours? Is it mine? Is it hers? Is it his? Is it ours? Is it theirs? You know. So whose book is this? In this case, this is Mike's book. Okay, good. Entonces, tenemos básicamente dos tipos. A veces voy a hacer la intervención muy rápido en español. ¿Sí? Tenemos dos tipos de preguntas principalmente en inglés, yes, no questions y doubtless questions. Las yes, no questions se llaman así principalmente porque la respuesta es sí o no. Por lo general empiezan con un auxiliar. Los auxiliares son diferentes para cada persona y para cada tiempo. Hay unos ejemplos allí. Y la respuesta va a ser sí o no. ¿Listo? Tenemos también las WH questions que inician con una WH word. La pregunta va a depender prácticamente de la WH word que estemos utilizando. ¿Listo? Entonces hay una sola pregunta, una sola respuesta por lo general. Pero si queremos, por ejemplo, en este caso, what do you do in your free time? Es decir, varias de las actividades que hacemos en nuestro tiempo libre, lo podemos hacer. But the answer depends pretty much on the WH word that we're using. Okay? Something special or something particular to pay attention to is pronunciation and intonation. When it comes to a yes/no question, the intonation kind of rises a little bit at the end. So we say, are you Colombian? Yeah. At the beginning of the process, it is a good idea for you to exaggerate a little bit and to mark the proper intonation in a yes/no question. Are you Colombian? Is she happy today? Do you like burgers? Did she go to Calamara's concert? Oh, did you watch the opening game for the World Cup 2022? Yeah, it was Qatar versus Ecuador, if I'm not mistaken. It was a great match, by the way. See, intonation plays a very important role when it comes to languages. It is related to paralinguistics and extralinguistics. Okay, entonces la entonación es muy importante. Porque desempeñan un papel fundamental desde la paralingüística, desde la extralingüística, que ese es el lenguaje no verbal que comunicamos consciente o inconscientemente, y que enriquecen las comunicaciones, las conversaciones y los idiomas. ¿Verdad? Are you Colombian? Is different from are you Colombian? Or I'm happy is different from hey, I'm happy. You see? So intonation plays a very important role when it comes to human communication. So are you Colombian? Is she happy today? Do you like burgers? Did you go to Calamara's concert? Did you watch the opening match for the World Cup 2022? And so on. But when it comes to WH questions, well, the intonation is plain. So what do you do in your free time? When is your birthday? Who are you talking to? Whose book is this? That's pretty much the same, the main difference between these two type of questions. Okay, so this is a revision of question forms, which is the first a topic or activity that we have here on page number 8. Julian, what's your question?
What is the difference to who and Wong? Sorry.
I just explained it in the chat. Whom and who are pretty much the same thing. Okay, the only difference is that whom is old-fashioned. Okay, básicamente who es la evolución de whom. Whom es un poco anticuado, si ya no se utiliza mucho, ha ido saliendo un poco del idioma, sin embargo, significan básicamente lo mismo. Okay?
Like to and because. So.
They have different uses, but yes,
Okay.
sometimes some words are left aside. They are no longer part of the language.
Okay, thank you.
Good, sure thing. Thank you very much for asking the question. Remember to put down your hand. Cuando tengan una preguntita, recuerden, me encanta cuando hacen preguntas, porfa, no se queden callados, ¿listo? Cuando terminen ya pues su pregunta, recuerden bajar la manito. Very Julian, so thank you very much. Questions about this? No? All right. Now, let's continue with a video and then we will go for some practice. Okay, Natalia, thank you very much for your confirmation. No questions. So I've got a video for you. And just a second. Then we will go for some practice. I have to go back. Just a sec here. All right. So here's the thing. I will be sharing the link with you in the chat. Okay. But I will be playing everything from my screen most of the times. La intención de compartirles los enlaces de clase de cada una de las actividades que realicemos, lo hago siempre a través del chat. Entonces, de pronto pensando en que ustedes puedan hacer una base de datos, ¿sí? Copian y pegan el enlace y ponen enfrente. Este me sirve para repasar tipos de preguntas, ¿ok? Entonces, por eso me gusta compartirlo. Sin embargo, pues yo voy a estar proyectando desde mi pantalla los videos y las demás actividades. So, I'm going to play from my screen. I hope you like it.
6-Minute Grammar
From BBC Learning English.
Hello, welcome to 6-Minute Grammar with me, Neil.
And me, Sophie. Hello.
Today's programme is all about questions,
Yes, we'll take a look at different types of yes-no questions.
and we'll hear lots of WH questions.
And we'll be using the questions to get to know each other a little bit better.
So, if you want a reminder of English question forms,
Or, if you're studying them for the first time,
keep listening and join in with the task we'll be giving you later on.
so let's get started. In English, there are two basic question types: yes-no questions and WH questions.
And here's Finn with our first yes-no question.
Can you speak English? Can you speak English?
Yes, I can. Thank you, Finn.
Great.
That's a useful first question.
Yes, and it's made with the auxiliary verb can, plus the subject you and a verb, speak. Can you speak? Can you speak English, Neil?
Yes, I can. Another question, please, Finn.
Okay. Do you work every day? Do you work every day?
Auxiliary do, subject you, verb work. Do you work every day, Neil?
I don't know. I don't work at weekends. Finn.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Auxiliary do, subject you, verb have. Neil, do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes, I do. I've got one sister. Now, another way to make yes-no questions is with the verb to be plus a subject. Let's demonstrate. Sophie, are you married?
No, Neil, I'm not. Is your boss married?
My boss? No, he isn't. Were you in the office yesterday?
Yes, sadly I was in the office yesterday.
You're listening
To bbclearningenglish.com.
And we're talking about question forms.
Now, the second main type of question in English starts with either what, where, when, which, why, who, or the odd one out.
How?
So, let's try making a question with where. We add an auxiliary,
Such as do.
then we can add a subject plus a verb. For example, Neil, where do you live? Where do you live?
I live in South London. Where do you live, Sophie?
I live in North London. Now, let's change the question word and the verb. Which languages do you speak?
And here we add a noun to which. Which languages do you speak?
Just English. And with a different auxiliary, which languages can you speak?
We can add nouns to some of the other question words. What time do you start work?
About 9 o'clock in the morning. And if we ask what time is it, we're making a WH question with the verb to be. I can ask, where were you born?
I was born in England. When's your birthday?
It's in September. What is your work address?
It's W1A. Lots of useful questions with to be there. Now, for a very personal question with to be, Sophie, how old are you?
You should never ask a woman her age. And for questions with how, we usually add an extra word. To ask about age, it's...
How old?
For price, it's...
How much?
For size, we ask,
How big?
And for height, it's...
How tall?
How tall are you, Neil?
oh, I'm about 180 centimetres. And of course, you can't answer a WH question with yes or no. How tall are you, Sophie?
I think we're actually the same height.
Let me see. Hang on, back to back. No, I'm taller. Is it time for a practice task, Sophie?
Yes, it is. Join in at home if you like. I'm going to give you a topic to ask me about, and you have to make one yes-no question and one WH question. And Neil will give us some possible answers. Here's the first topic. Ask me about my age.
Okay, so you could ask, how old are you? When were you born?
Now ask me about my home.
Do you live with your family? What's your address?
Now ask me about my work.
Do you work near here? How much do you earn?
Thanks, Neil. And well done to you at home if you joined in with the task.
So, that's a look at some basic question types we can use when we're getting to know people. We had yes-no questions,
And we looked at questions starting with WH words.
and we found out some interesting information about each other. I didn't know how tall you were, Sophie.
I know, it's quite incredible, really. And there's lots more about question forms on our website at bbclearningenglish.com. Join us again for more 6-Minute Grammar. Bye.
Bye.
That was BBC.
Okay, now let's go for some practice. What's the idea of these activities we're going to be working on? To practice and to interiorize the order of questions in English. Okay, so this is the link to this first online activity. This is the idea. Okay, we have to arrange words. That is to say, we have to put the words in the correct order to make questions. This is only to practice yes/no questions for now. So I'm gonna give you the first one as an example, and then I'm gonna be needing your help to please tell me which is the correct order. So we start a yes/no question with an auxiliary, do, then the subject, you, then the verb, have, then a complement, a picnic, and then, well, part of the complement, which is a preposition, prepositional phrase. This time, this is about time. So do you have a picnic at the weekend? Would be the correct order for this question in this case. Okay. Just a second. Please, what is the order of the second sentence?
Do you read comics on the weekend?
At the weekend?
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Jean-Claude. Thank you very much for your participation. Do you read comics at the weekend? There we go. What about this one, number 3?
Do you ride bike?
Do you ride
you ride
a
the bike at the
bike
weekend?
at the weekend?
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, everybody. David, Sid, John. Okay. Do you ride a bike? A bike at weekend? What about this one?
Do you talk to friends at the weekend?
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Carlos, or Sid. Do you talk to friends on the weekend? Excellent. Good job. What about this one?
Do you fly?
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Juliet. Do you fly? Do you fly a what?
Right.
At
A
the
kite at the weekend. Perfect. Do you fly a kite at the weekend? There you go. Now let's go for number 6.
Do you swap
Do you swap
the cars at the weekend?
Cards at the weekend.
cards at the weekend? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Now let's go for number 7.
Do you play computer games?
Thank you, Tatiana. Do you play computer games at the weekend? Good job. Thank you very much. Now let's go for number 8.
Do you listen to music at the weekend?
Excellent, Kainer. Thank you very much. So do you listen to music at the weekend? Okay, perfect. Well done, everybody. Now, let us go for a second practice based on yes, no questions. Now, this one is a little bit different. Now, this time we're going to be working on a multiple choice exercise or matching exercise, if I'm not mistaken. Now, let's let it load. Yeah, this is a multiple choice activity for us to practice yes, no questions, and of course, the answers to those questions. So I'm going to help you with the first one. Does she exercise? The answer, remember, takes the subject and the auxiliary. So yes, she does, A. B, yes, she doesn't, and C, yes, she did. In this case, the correct answer is yes, she does. Why? Well, because she is the subject and does is the auxiliary. Doesn't is not possible because the answer is yes. If it were no, she doesn't, then it would be correct, but it's not the case. Yes, she did. This one is not possible because the subject, the auxiliary, is not the same as in the question. Okay, perfect. Don't worry, Andres. Good. So the answer, yes, she does. Let's go for number 2. Did you play soccer? What would be the correct answer?
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't. B.
B. Perfect. Thank you very much, everybody, for your participation. Now, let's go for the next one. Sorry, did he jump the rope? Did he jump the rope? A or C?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did is the correct answer in this case. Good job, everybody. Thank you very much. You're doing a great job. Does she watch soccer? Sorry, does he watch soccer? That is correct. Yes, he does. Well done. Number 5, do you run?
No, I don't.
I don't.
So B or C?
Maybe
B.
B.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Does she dance ballet?
A.
Yes, she does.
A.
Yes, she does. Okay, thank you. Number 7, did they practice sports?
A.
Yes, they did.
They did.
Well done. Thank you. Let's go for number 8. Does he eat vegetables every day?
B.
No, he doesn't.
That is correct. No, he doesn't. Outstanding. You're doing a great job. Thank you very much for your active participation. Do you play basketball?
No, I
A.
don't.
A.
A.
Hey, no, I don't. That is correct. Perfect. Thank you. Do we usually run?
Yes, we do.
A.
A.
Yes,
A.
we do. That's a good job. Thank you very much. Number 11. Does it play every day?
B.
B.
B. Yes, it does. And now let's go for number 12. Do you swim?
No, I don't.
B.
That's
I
B.
don't.
No, I don't. Okay. Excellent. Thank you very much, everybody. You are doing a great job. How can I send a reaction here? Now let's skip it. I'm just gonna send an emoji instead. Okay. Now let's go for practice, but this time based on WH questions. So this is the link to this activity. In any case, let's work from my screen. So again, we have to arrange the words in the correct order to make questions using WH words. Okay, so the first one is given to you as an example. What time is it? What time is it? Now, what about number 2?
Where are you from?
Where are you from?
Where are you from? That is correct. Thank you very much. Number
What is your name?
What's your
What
name?
is your name?
What's your name? Perfect. Thank you very much. What about number 4?
How old
How
are you?
old are you?
How old are you? Good job. Let's go for number 5.
What is your full name?
What's your full name?
Okay, what is your full name? Many thanks for your participation. You're doing a great job. 6, please.
Where is
What
your
is your
name?
name?
What is your nickname? Good job. Let's go for number 7.
Where
Where
do
do
you
you
live?
live? Where
Where do you live?
you live?
That is correct. Number 8.
What is your hobby?
What is your hobby? Okay, perfect. Thank you.
What is the
Day
today?
is
What
today.
is today?
What day is today? Superb. Many thanks. 10.
How do you go to the job?
How do you go to the job? That is correct. Thank you. How do you go to the job? There you go. Number 11.
What time do you get up?
Perfect. What time do you wake up? And last but not least, we've got number 12.
When is your
What
birthday?
is your
When is
When
your
is your
name?
birthday?
When is your birthday? That is correct. When is your birthday? Good. Okay. Thank you. Now I have one more activity for you. Just a second. I have a roulette for us to practice English questions, but let me find it because it got lost. Okay, just a sec. That's weird. Okay, I'll find it here on my laptop in the midst of my documents. Okay, here it is. Now, what's the idea? I'm gonna be asking your names and everybody's going to answer a question. Okay, so let's just try, let's start with Andres. Can you participate? Andres Delgado, can you participate? Okay, maybe let's try with Mafer Cortez. Can we try with you?
Hi, teacher. Can you
Hello.
repeat
Yes,
this
okay.
question?
Sure, Mafer. This is the idea of the activity. I'm gonna spin the wheel. Yes, by clicking on the red button. As you can see, it is already spinning. So you tell me stop and I will stop. When we stop, we will see the question that you will answer. You got it?
Okay, stop.
Okay. So the question is, who do you live with, Maverick? Who do you live with?
I live with my grandparents.
Okay, perfect. That is correct. That's the idea. Okay, good job. Now let's try with Andres Correa. Again, I will spin the wheel and you tell me when to stop. So Andres Correa, you tell me when to stop, please.
Okay, I get it. Stop.
Good. So what do you do on Saturday nights?
I usually go out with my friends and share some beers.
Okay, sounds like a perfect plan to me, Andres. Thank you very much. Good job.
Okay.
Let's try with Carlos Andres Galan. You
Okay,
tell me
teacher.
stop.
Stop, teacher.
Okay, do you like ice cream?
Yes, I like.
Okay, yes, I do, or yes, I like ice cream. Perfect. Thank you very much, Carlos. Now, Davey, let's try with you. You tell me when to stop, please.
Okay, teacher.
Stop. Can you play a musical instrument, Davey?
Maybe I would like to sing with my voice.
Okay.
I think that I consider that with my voice instruments.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Davey. Now let's try with, see who's next. Jeanette, is it correct? Jeanette is the pronunciation of your name?
Yes, yes, teacher.
Okay, Jeanette. So you tell me when to stop, please.
Okay, stop.
Which languages do you speak?
I speak Spanish. I speak English. So.
That's okay, Jeanette. That's the whole idea, to practice and to learn. Thank you very much. Good job there. Now let's see who's next. Okay, Jean-Claude, let's try with you. You tell me when to stop, okay?
Okay. Stop.
Okay, so why did you choose your career? Why did you choose your career?
I choose my career because it's a interesting career. I want to help the world with my abilities.
Okay, excellent. Sounds to me like a novel purpose. Thank you very much. Good job there. Now let's try with Gerson. Please, Gerson, you tell me when to stop.
Okay. Stop.
Okay, so Jerson, who is your best friend?
My best friend is Brian.
Okay, Jerson, thank you very much. Good job there. Now let's go for Joan Duque. Is it Joan or Joan?
Johan.
Oh, sorry, Johan. Johan, let's try with you, please.
Stop.
Okay, Johan. So do you like ice cream?
Do you like ice cream? Yes.
Okay, thank you, Johan.
Speak.
Now let's go for Jose Alejandro.
Yes.
You tell me when to stop, please.
Stop.
Okay, so that's green, but
Yes.
I'll leave it up to you. So you decide which one you would like to answer. Whether who do you live with or who's your best friend?
Green.
Okay,
How-
who's your best friend?
Is Sergio since 10 years ago?
Okay, 14 years. So you have been best friends for 10 years. Okay,
Yes.
great. Thank you very much, Jose Alejandro. Now let's go for Julian Figueroa. Let's start with you, please. Julian?
Yes, and stop.
Okay. Well, it's your decision. Do you like ice cream or which languages do you speak?
I like ice cream. My flavor and sabor.
Flavor?
My favorite flavor is chocolate.
Okay, you like chocolate ice cream. Perfect. Thank you very much. Now let's try with, yeah, chocolate ice cream is good. Now let's go for Juliet Gomez. Let's try with you. You tell me when to stop, please.
Stop.
Okay, how tall are you?
I'm about 165
centimeters tall. Okay, Juliet, thank you very much. Good job. Now let's try with Kainer. You're next. You tell me when to stop, please.
Stop.
How tall are you?
I'm 170 centimeters.
Centimeters. Tall.
Tall.
Okay, Kainer, thank you very much. Let's go. Let's try with Laura. Laura Alonso, please. You tell me when to stop.
Stop, teacher.
What do you do on Saturday nights?
I go to the swimming.
Okay, I go to the pool or I go swimming.
Yes, with my friends.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Now let's try with Luis Jaimes, please.
Hi, teacher.
Hello.
Stop.
Where were you born? Where were you born?
I born in Bucaramanga.
Okay, Luis, perfect. Thank you very much. Yes, I born in Bucaramanga is okay. Another possibility is I was born in Bucaramanga, but both are great. Perfect. Thank you, Luis. Now let's go with, is it Mabeli? Is it correct?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Mabeli, let's try with you. You tell me when to stop.
Stop.
What do you do on Saturday nights?
I usually watch movies with my parents.
Okay, Mabeli, perfect. Thank you very much. Now let's try with Marianne, please. You tell me when. You tell me when to stop, okay?
Stop.
Who do you live with?
Living with my mom and my brother.
Okay, thank you very much, Marianne. Now let's try with Natalia, please.
Yes.
You tell me when to stop, please.
Stop.
Okay, where do you usually eat hamburgers? This is my favorite question in this video. Where do you usually eat hamburgers?
Where? I don't know. I don't eat hamburgers.
You don't eat hamburgers? What do you eat?
Picada.
Picadas. Okay, where do you usually eat picadas?
Mats. Mats. Do you know Mats?
No. Where is it? Here in Bucaramanga,
No.
Girona, Piedecuesta, Bahía
Barranca
Blanca.
Bermeja.
In Barranca Bermeja. Oh, okay. So you're from Barranca?
Yes,
Okay, cool. Okay.
Barranca.
So maybe when I go to Barranca, I will go to Max and I will order picada. Any special
Yes.
suggestions? Any special names? Picada. Just picada?
Picada? Yes, just picada and yeah.
Okay, no, something like picada, picada bacana, picada extra bacana. No, just they are.
Picada. No, just picada.
Okay. Okay, great, Natalia. Perfect. Thank you very much. Now let's go with Jessit, please.
Yes, stop.
Oh, that was quick. So where do you
Yeah.
usually eat hamburgers?
Sorry. I go to Mercagan.
Okay, Mercagan burgers are really good. Perfect. Thank you very much, Jessit. And I guess everybody participated. Let me check your names. Okay, there's Felipe left. Inet, are you using two different devices, right? ¿Tienes dos dispositivos, Inet?
No, teacher.
¿Tienes dos dispositivos vinculados?
No.
No. No, that's weird.
No.
No me aparece dos veces. That's unusual. Okay, good. Don't worry. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for having participated in this first activity. Now, yeah, we have time for one more. This time, I will be assigning small groups, and the idea is for you to ask questions to each other, right? So, for example, what's your name? My name is Julian. Okay, and what do you do? I study English. Great. And what's your favorite food? Well, my favorite food is burgers. Okay, great. And do you like cheese? Yeah, I like cheese, especially cheddar cheese. Oh, great. Do you play any sports? Yeah, I play volleyball or I play chess. Yep. A simple conversation in which you ask questions to each other. So I'll be making small groups and I will be joining your sessions and I will pay attention to I'll pay attention to your interaction. Okay, bien, ¿qué vamos a hacer ahora? Los voy a distribuir en salas pequeñas para que hagan una práctica cortica, ¿sí? Se hacen preguntas, double question, yes, no question. I'll be joining your groups, okay? So please join your groups. Davey, please join your group. Okay.
Hi, teacher.
Hi.
Do you tell me
Just ignore me.
or
I will just paying attention, okay?
okay? Martinez or
Speak in English. Cualquier cosa, sobre cualquier tema.
Well, the idea is for you to ask questions. It's your decision about favorite food, about, I don't know,
okay.
sport, about soccer
Okay.
players, about who you are supporting for the World Cup. Your decision, okay?
Okay, thank you. Okay, tell me, Johan, which is your favorite sport? Soccer or swim?
Soccer. And you?
Okay, I prefer soccer too.
Okay.
And
And Marianne? Marianne?
Marianne?
I don't practice sports.
Okay. Where are you from, Gerson and Marianne?
I am from Caramanga and Marianne too.
Same.
Do you like do you study at WIS?
Yes. I know. Yes and no. Bueno, sí.
Hi, I will just be paying attention, okay? So please ask the question to each other.
Okay. Where are you from, Juliet? Hi, Juliet.
Hi, Carlos.
How are you?
Repeat, please.
How are you? And where are you from?
I'm fine. I'm from Bucaramanga, Colombia.
I live in Piedecuesta.
Live in Florida Blanca.
When were you born?
I was born in Zapatoca, but I live in Bucaramanga, in Florida Blanca, excuse me, for many years, for 12 years.
And Juliet?
I was born in Bucaramanga.
Me too.
Okay, what is your profession?
Hello, teacher.
Hello, I will just be paying attention. Don't worry.
Okay. We can we start? Yes. Okay. Laura, I start with this conversation with this question, right?
Yes, right.
What is your name?
Hi, my name is Laura Alonso. What is your name?
My name is David Fernando Aparicio. Okay.
Good.
How old are you?
I am 24 years old. And how old are you, David?
I'm 27 years old. Right? And
Eh,
Laura, oh, tell me.
David, what is your favorite hobby?
Hello. I will just be paying attention to your conversation. So I would like to listen to you, please.
Hi, teacher.
Hi. So the idea is that you ask questions to each other. Okay, I would like to listen to you.
Hi, how are you? My name is Luis, and I live in Florida Blanca. When you live?
Maffer, Jean-Claude.
Hi, Guy. I live with my grandparents. And how old are you?
I am 29 years old. I live with my cousin and my pet. Mm, and with Felipe, what is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Avatar, and I don't like go to cinema.
To you. Okay. Hello. Okay. I have a question to you. Um, and how do you read English? For example, I read reading read English and empiric.
Okay.
Watch movies, listen music, playing games.
Okay. Yes, I normally improve my English playing World of Warcraft, but in servers illegals. Yes. Maybe the servers are in another country like Canada, but I played this game because all the people that played is English speakers, and I paid my studies in Practice English Academy in 2019, and I tried to improve my English for 3 years ago. And these places like this for studying like that like English is the better way for improve my English. And I try to watch series in English, but maybe not all the series is a better way because they
Hello, teacher.
Hello. I will
Hello,
be paying attention. Okay, I'd like to listen to you asking questions to each other, and that's it. I will just be paying attention.
okay. We are talking about zodiac signs. Well, What is your zodiac signs?
My zodiac sign is Aries. Yeah.
Teacher, I was,
Sorry, yes.
yeah.
Oh, me. Well, I am
Yeah.
I think it's very good in English, Virgo, you know, like from
We are Virgo.
the zodiac
I'm
signs.
Virgo.
Well, okay, that's cool. Like in the Caballeros del Zodiaco, Shaka the Virgo, something like that. He's my favorite character there. Okay, cool. When's your birthday?
My birthday is
My
April.
birthday?
I'm sorry, Natalie. You told-
No, you.
my birthday is April 6th.
On April 6th. Okay. Oh, same as my little sister. Cool. And Natalia, what about you?
August 23.
Oh my God. Mine is August the 26th. Although I was
What?
supposed to be born on August the 24th. Eventually, I
Near.
was born on August the 26th. So yeah, where we go. Okay, cool. Andres, what about you?
Interesting.
And my birthday is on Saturday of December 3.
Oh, cool. Just
We
around
have
the
party
corner.
this
Okay.
week.
So happy birthday in advance.
Thank you so much.
Okay, yeah, sure thing, my pleasure. So guys, please continue working. I'll be checking the other groups. You're doing a great job.
And that's it. It's a good, but the process is sometimes is a little tricky. And when you every single day you are studying, you are getting more information in your mind, you will get and you will get your goals about English.
Okay.
So
Thank you. I'll
no,
try.
no, sí. Sí, trata también, ¿sabes qué? Ahora I'm gonna turn at in Spanish, but trata de escribir, o sea, a mí me da duro bastante la escritura, muchísimo. Es importante de pronto el tema de la escritura, entonces, pues, okay, I think that the teacher is here.
I'm just paying attention. I'm just paying attention.
Okay, that's.
Okay.
We were talking about our hobbies, our life, our profession, and other things.
Our English, in fact.
Okay,
Well,
cool. So I'll go back to this is the last group. I already checked all the groups, so let's go back to the bigger classroom. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Thank
Okay, so I guess everybody's back now. So yeah, congratulations everybody. You were participating actively in the activity. Yeah, the idea was for you to ask each other questions, which you did. So congratulations and thank you very much for having done so. Now let's go back to the book. There, on pages 8 and 9, we have some more questions, okay? It's okay, don't worry, okay? But consider the attendance thing that you discussed about. Okay, yeah, no worry, this is a special case, but remember to catch up with the lessons. Good. So yeah, let's go back to the book. Let me ask you something. Have you already received the theme to the books? ¿Ya recibieron los códigos para el acceso a los libros?
Yes.
Sí, pero no me puedo
Yes.
registrar.
Okay, great. Well, don't worry. It's important that you register for now. Let's work from my screen. Okay, so we're going to be using the book, but it's important that you continue with the registration process tomorrow. Okay, good. But it's a great thing that you already have the pins to access the information. Now, for those who have already registered, please open your books to pages 8 and 9. Para quienes de pronto ya pudieron hacer el registro y tienen acceso, páginas 8 y 9. Para quienes no pasa nada. Vamos pues a trabajar desde mi pantalla. Okay, so here, games quizzes. Okay, so there are some questions about some games, such as the Mario Brothers. So when was the first Mario Brothers computer game? Number 2, who starts in a game of chess, the black player or the white player? Number 3, what are marbles usually made of? Number 4, where did the game Mahjong originate? Number 5, what kind of game is snakes and ladders? 6, why are there 52 cards in a normal pack? 7, how do you do a Sudoku puzzle? 8, what color are the pieces on a backgammon board normally? 9, which 2 letters have the highest score in the English version of Scrabble? 10, how many spots are there on a dice? 11, how often do the World Dominoes Championships take place? And 12, how long does an average game of Monopoly last? Okay, so maybe we've got some idea about these questions, maybe we don't. Let's find out. So I will be playing the listening, and the idea is that you answer the questions. Now, something about the listenings. In class time, we can listen to each recording maybe 3 times, yeah, but for exams, it's only twice. Algo sobre las actividades de escucha, propuestas del libro y otras material complementario, es, bueno, cuando estemos en clase los podemos escuchar 2, 3 veces, ¿cierto? Sin embargo, para efectos de exámenes, solamente 2 veces, okay, for you to consider this respect of the listening activities. So, yeah, these are the questions. Just a second, because I have to open the other book, the one that contains the recording, the audios, the recorded material. So that's the reader, and I'll be playing the, recording for you to try to answer the questions. Okay, so these are the questions. Just zoom in a little bit more for you. Okay, then that will do. All right. Now, just a sec, please. All right.
Unit 1, Recording 3. 1. The first computer game of the Mario Brothers was in 1983, with Mario and his brother Luigi. 2.
The white player always starts in a game of chess.
3. Marbles are usually made of glass. 4.
The game Mahjong originated in China, probably about 2,500 years ago.
5. Snakes and Ladders is a board game. When you land at the top of a snake, you go down it. And when you land at the bottom of a ladder, you go up it. 6.
Nobody really knows why there are 52 cards in a normal pack. But one idea is that there is one card for every week of the year.
7. In a Sudoku puzzle, you complete a grid with numbers, using the numbers 1 to 9 once only in each square, in each line, and in each row. 8.
The pieces on a backgammon board are normally black and white.
9. In the English version of Scrabble, the two highest scoring letters are Q and Z, with 10 points each. 10.
There are 21 spots on a dice.
11. The World Dominoes Championships take place once a year. 12.
An average game of Monopoly lasts for 1.5 hours.
All right, so listen again for the second time. Once again, the idea is that you answer the questions from number 1 to number 12. The one I am displaying from my screen, I'm displaying from my screen in this moment. So let's listen again for the second time, and then we will be checking.
Unit 1, Recording 3. 1. The first computer game of the Mario Brothers was in 1983, with Mario and his brother Luigi. 2.
The white player always starts in a game of chess.
3. Marbles are usually made of glass. 4.
The game Mahjong originated in China, probably about 2,500 years ago.
5. Snakes and Ladders is a board game. When you land at the top of a snake, you go down it. And when you land at the bottom of a ladder, you go up it. 6.
Nobody really knows why there are 52 cards in a normal pack. But one idea is that there is one card for every week of the year.
7. In a Sudoku puzzle, you complete a grid with numbers, using the numbers 1 to 9 once only in each square, in each line, and in each row. 8.
The pieces on a backgammon board are normally black and white.
9. In the English version of Scrabble, the two highest scoring letters are Q and Z, with 10 points each. 10.
There are 21 spots on a dice.
11. The World Dominoes Championships take place once a year. 12.
An average game of Monopoly lasts for 1.5 hours.
So tell me, did you get all the answers? Or would you like me to play the recording once again, maybe?
I think yes.
Again?
Yes.
Okay, let's try a third time, and then we will check.
Unit 1, Recording 3. 1. The first computer game of the Mario Brothers was in 1983, with Mario and his brother Luigi. 2.
The white player always starts in a game of chess.
3. Marbles are usually made of glass. 4.
The game Mahjong originated in China, probably about 2,500 years ago.
5. Snakes and Ladders is a board game. When you land at the top of a snake, you go down it. And when you land at the bottom of a ladder, you go up it. 6.
Nobody really knows why there are 52 cards in a normal pack, but one idea is that there is one card for every week of the year.
7. In a Sudoku puzzle, you complete a grid with numbers, using the numbers 1 to 9 once only in each square, in each line, and in each row. 8.
The pieces on a backgammon board are normally black and white.
9. In the English version of Scrabble, the two highest scoring letters are Q and Z, with 10 points each. 10.
There are 21 spots on a dice.
11. The World Dominoes Championships take place once a year. 12.
An average game of Monopoly lasts for 1.5 hours.
Okay, let's check. So question number 1. When was the first Mario Brothers computer game?
1983.
1983. That is correct. Oh, sorry. 1983. That is correct. Thank you very much. Question number 2. Who starts in a game of chess, the black player or the white player?
White player always start on a chess.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Well done. Number 3. What are marbles usually made of?
A glass.
Glass.
Glass. Okay. Or marbles are usually made of glass if you want a longer answer, but glass is correct. Perfect. Thank you. 4. Where did the game Mahjong originate?
It's
China.
from China about 2,500 years ago.
Excellent. Thank you very much. 5. What kind of game is Snakes and Ladders?
Board games.
Board games.
Board game. Perfect. Thank you. 6. Why are there 52 cards in a normal pack?
And
One for
in
week.
now, but there is one card for every week of
With
the years.
Okay, there are like different versions, yeah, so as to why there are 52 cards in a normal pack, but the most accepted one is that each card represents a week, okay, in a year. So there are 52, yeah, pretty much what you said. There are 52 weeks in a year, so each card represents a year. Now, question number 7. Thank you very much. Number 7. How do you do a Sudoku puzzle?
Complete with numbers.
From 1 to
From 1 to 9. Each line,
Complete the grid.
each line, squat, and row.
The word.
Okay,
Line.
excellent. You're providing very specific answers. That's the whole idea. Perfect. So you complete grids with numbers from 1 to 9 without repeating them, including rows, lines, and the squares too. Good. Thank you very much. Question number 8. What color are the pieces on a backgammon board normally?
Black and white.
Black and white. Number 9. Which two letters have the highest square in the English version of the Scrabble?
Q and Z.
Q and Z.
Q
10
and Z.
points each.
10 points each. That is correct. Perfect. Thank you. How many spots are there on a dice? Question number 10.
21 spots.
21
Very
spot.
good. 11. How often do the World Dominoes Championships take place?
Once a
Once a year.
Once a year.
Once a year. Okay, perfect. 12. How long does an average game of Monopoly last?
for 1.5
1
hours.
half.
1.5 an hour.
1 to 1.5 hours. Well, I remember I played Monopoly and it lasted for longer, but remember, it's based on the recording. Okay, good job, everybody. Thank you very much. You have been very active today. That's the whole idea. Want you to participate actively in the classes, okay? Now, let's do something a little bit different just to finish. Here, you are provided with answers, okay? On exercise, okay, this is page number 9, exercise number 3, you are provided with answers. But this time, the exercise is the other way around. You are not asked to answer questions, but to write the questions to the answers. For example, number 1, I get up at 7 o'clock at the weekend. And we have to consider the word or the words that are in bold to ask the question. So 7 o'clock is time. So what time do you get up at the weekend? Now, let me help you with the first two as examples as well. So for number 1, the information that is in bold is at 6 o'clock in the week. So the question for number 1 would be similar to the one in the example. What time do you get up in the week? Now, number 2 would be, I go to the cinema once a month. So how often do you go to the cinema? How often do you go to the cinema? Question number 3, I come to school by bus, okay? Okay, I will give you one more. How do you come to school? I come to school by bus. Now, I will give you some minutes because we're about to finish for you to try to write the questions for items from number 4 to number 10. Okay, and in about 3 minutes maximum, 4, we will check together. Okay. Okay, so we can check now. Let's try with question number 4. My birthday is in August.
When is your birthday?
When is your birthday? That is correct. Question number 5. I play basketball.
What is your I'm sorry, no.
What do you play?
Okay, what sport?
Do you play any sport?
Okay, what sport do you play? Yes, it is.
Or do you practice?
What sport do you practice? What sport do you practice? And well, it's a different type of question for the answer, but I think it's possible to ask the question, do you play basketball? Or yeah, do you play basketball? Do you play sports? No, do you play basketball? I play basketball. Yeah, it's not, well, quite exactly the most accurate question, but it is possible too. Now, number 6, my favorite color is blue. What would be the answer?
What is
What is your favorite color?
Sorry, what would be the question? Well, what is your favorite color? Great. Notice that spelling in color can either be with U or without the U. One is American, the other one is British. Now, thank you. Number 7, there are 5 people in my family. What would be the question for number 7?
How
many people there are
in
in your family?
Excellent. How many people are there in your family? 8. My journey to school takes about half an hour. What will be the question?
How long take journey to school?
Okay, how long does the journey
Does
to school take? How long does the journey to school take?
Okay.
It's possible. How long is your journey to school?
Yeah, that one is also possible. How long is your journey to school? Perfect. Thank you. Now, number 9.
One question.
Sure.
Is possible, how long does your route to school? Or route is not?
Or
Well,
your trip?
route refers more like to a way to go from one place to another, you know. Maybe I'm thinking it's because of the Spanish. Yeah, in Spanish we'll say cuánto se demora la ruta. Yeah, something like that. In English, the other one that you suggested is trip. No, because, well, that depends, you know. If we live far from the workplace, imagine that we, for example, live in, I don't know, the Chicamocha Canyon, and our working position is in, I don't know, Piedecuesta, yeah, or even here in Bucaramanga. So that would be maybe a short trip. Yes. So trip is more related for longer distances. Route would be for something a little bit different. So, but don't worry, I know that this is because of Spanish. Spanish, which is our mother tongue, has an influence on it too. But little by little, we will understand this. So don't worry. How long is your journey to school? How long does the journey to school take? Or how long does your journey to school take? Now, let's go for number 9. I'd like to visit India and Australia.
Would you like to visit another country?
Oh, what countries would you like to visit?
Okay, would you like to visit another country? And
what country would you like to visit?
Okay, what countries
would you like
to visit? I think the second one is more accurate because the first one is just a question. Okay, la segunda es más adecuada. Sí, porque es una W's question. La primera, pues también es válida, pero no tan adecuada como la segunda, porque es una yes no question. So remember, there are two different types of questions, but it is a valid question. It is a valid question. 10. I like rock and jazz. So what would be the
What
question?
kind
What
of
music
music
do you
do
like?
you like?
What kind of music do you like? So what kind of music do you like? What type of music do you like? Or what sort of music do you like? Those are potential options, okay? Well, my dear students, you have some other activities there in case you want to practice on your own. With this, we have come to the end of today's lesson. I want to thank you so much for your attention and for your participation. Once again, it's a pleasure to be here with you. I'm so happy that I am your teacher, and I'm so happy that you are so participative, that you're so willing, to participate in these classes in spite of the time. It's a difficult schedule, but yet again, you're doing a great job, okay? Bien, entonces es todo por hoy. Hemos concluido con nuestra primera clase. Felicitaciones, muchas gracias nuevamente por su puntualidad, por su asistencia. Realmente, pues estas clases son posibles principalmente gracias a ustedes por esa magnífica participación que demostraron hoy durante la clase. Pues la idea es seguir con el mismo ánimo, con el mismo ahínco, con la misma participación a lo largo de todas las clases y esto realmente pues va a ser mucho mejor que lo esperado. Okay, so that's all for today. Please remember to check your emails. Recuerden revisar los correos electrónicos de tanto en tanto. Ya, pues ahorita me da pena responderles mañana. O bueno, puedo crearlo de una vez los grupos de WhatsApp, pero ya mañana les compartiré información. That will be all for today.
Pregunta,
Yes.
¿Cuándo
Thanks,
pues,
teacher.
el otro año, las fechas y estimada de finalización del curso, para qué mes estaría
We
aproximadamente?
will inform you maybe by the end of this cycle, okay? Entonces, seguramente para cuando ya estemos finalizando este ciclo, que será en unos días, ya estarán recibiendo información al respecto, okay? But I
Yes.
think it's after mid-January, seguramente después de mediados de enero, okay? Good.
Thank you.
Okay, my pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to
Okay,
meet you.
bye-bye.
Thank you,
Take
teacher.
care.
Thank
See
you
you
too,
tomorrow.
teacher. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Sleep tight. Bye-bye. You too.